Good morning, friends. Good morning, audience. A very important point today. Very, very important. So, the Arab side of the family got on a piece of information a while back. That didn't make sense, really. I mean, it just didn't make sense, right? But then it was not, it wouldn't let go. It kept processing and processing and processing. And today, just about an hour ago, here, Mr. Gallion, here is the solution. This is very important, folks. Listen to me carefully, what I'm about to say here, especially those in politics and in government and so on. This has to do with Mr. Trump, right? What did he say? Time and again, he stated that if he is back into the White House, he will resolve the conflict in Ukraine in 24 hours, right? He's on the record. I'm not making this up. Or accusing the guy of saying so. He made it clear. I kept thinking about it. You know, it's not that easy to solve that conflict in 24 hours. Heck, not even Zelensky, whom I distrust. I think Zelensky and Putin and Netanyahu's and Ayatollahs are the same bunch in the same basket, right? So I kept thinking, how is he going to really do that? Is he going to attack Ukraine? Heck, even if he attacked Ukraine, the fight, that war of aggression against Ukraine, is not going to end in 24 hours. Ukraine is very capable of defending itself. If, for example, you brought the entire forces of NATO to bear on the battlefield or on Ukraine, it won't be finished in 24 hours. They may actually, if you brought like Syria, for example, 800,000 mercenaries and soldiers and so on to support the regime against the 85% of the people, even then, it's just not possible. So I kept, I kept circling this back and forth. That thing kept processing this, and producing possibilities and, scenarios and so on and so forth. But then I recalled the guy in his campaign in 2016, I believe. He stated, and I quote, and he is on the record, you guys can find it, that he loves wars, right? So I said, maybe he's going to attack Ukraine, right? No, maybe he's going to support Russia vastly, and. No, maybe he's going to get Poland and other countries like Germany and whatever is surrounding Ukraine to attack Ukraine, like Belarus as well. And no, not one thing that you can imagine or draw a scenario thereof can actually resolve that conflict in 24 hours. No, not at all. Ask your generals, they will tell you. But today about noontime, it hit me. I'm not going to make this a long video. I believe, I'm not 100% certain, but 99% certain at least, that Trump is going to get Putin to use tactical nuclear weapons in Ukraine. That's the only way I see that will end the war in Ukraine. Well, Joby made that statement not too long ago because he was almost certain that Putin was going to use tactical nuclear weapon, and he came out on the podium, I think in the White House, and he said, don't use it. Remember when he put the jacket on and so on? If you have any other possibility or any other method to resolve this conflict in 24 hours, please put a note for me. I will take that into consideration, but I doubt it. And then when Trump is in charge and then say Putin, he is the bitch of Putin, remember? He and the Ayatollahs and the Hamas and the Al-Qaeda and the Muslim Brotherhood and the regime in Syria and Hezbollah and they're all one, and the Netanyahu's, right, they're all in one basket, remember? If Trump comes back into the office and allows that murderous creature called Putin to use tactical nuclear weapon in Ukraine as a president of the United States, he will be able to make sure that World War III does not erupt. Take my advice, you politician, whoever you are. This guy comes back into the White House. It's the world, at least the part of the world that United States has control over, will turn like Syria. You know, like Bashar Assad, or the donkey of Syria, did to Syria. That's what he's going to do. No more, no less. Have a nice day, my friend. We have a saying, the Prophet said, Allah al-Balagh, Allahumma fashhad. I myself see that's the only possibility that Trump is going to resolve. You know, not too long ago, Ukraine demanded to know what does he mean by 24 hours. Ukraine, that's your answer. Have a nice day, my friends. And you Europeans cannot let this war go on forever. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.